All right, what is up, everybody? How are we doing? We're here, UFC 322. Jack Della Maddalena, Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title, and I'm excited, man. This is gonna be a banger in New York at Madison Square, at MSG Madison Square Garden. The stupid sponsors making me upset, like Vachain. Why is this on everything? This is Vachain, UFC 322. I don't get it. Whatever. This is a stacked card, bro. Out of 10, I'm giving this a 9. At least. Might even be a 9.5. Like, this is absolutely stacked. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right. We got to start off nice and early here. The early prelims, we got Vashlasav Borshchev versus Mateus Camilo. So this is Camilo's second fight in the UFC, I'm pretty sure. Borshchev's fought a couple times in the UFC as well. Borshchev, powerful kickboxer. Isn't really anything special on the feet though. He's pretty bad grappler, I'll be honest. He gets easily controlled on the ground if it goes there. And overall, he's quite low level fighter. Okay, Camilo, he has potential and is very dynamic everywhere, but seems to rely too much on the opponent's mistakes. So he tries to target that opponent's mistake and sometimes relies on it too much. But I think in this fight, he's better. On the ground, he'll dominate him if it gets down there, because Borshchev is just horrible down there. And even on the feet, Camilo could piece him up. I'm going to go Camilo, probably by a decision, okay? If it's not a decision, he might get the knockout, but we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I'll go Camilo on this fight. Next, banger fight by Sanger Susurkaev versus Eric McConico. All right, Susurkaev. He's Hamzat's friend. He's his little buddy. We saw how he was in his first UFC fight. Um, he was a little scary. I can't lie. I picked him. I was really confident in him. He did it, but I was not confident at the start. He was kind of too confident in himself. He's very dangerous though, but he can be way too cocky. Okay, and he's only at a low level right now. He'll only get better, but he has to make sure that he's humble about his wins and stuff, and that he's not too overconfident, because that's how he's gonna find himself losing. But he is clearly powerful, very reckless, and he's pretty good everywhere. Okay, he can take it to the ground, he can keep it on the feet, he can literally do what he wants in this fight. Okay, McConico, very low level striker, doesn't seem UFC worthy really. He's got awful hands. He's a pressure striker though, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a Susurkaev. This seems like the fight where Susurkaev is training and where he's gonna be a little bit more careful about this fight, but I think he's gonna finish this one way quicker. I think this one will be a knockout right away. First round knockout, okay? By Sanger Susurkaev. He's a fun fighter to watch, I can't lie. Next, we got Angela Hill versus Fatima Kline. So Angela Hill is like the Neil Magny of the women's MMA, really. So off and on. Pretty well-rounded vet, good three-round pace, but struggles to keep up with the young guys. Hill is like 40. She's old as hell. Kline is like 25. She is super young. And I think that'll just be a problem for Hill in this fight. Because Kline is a very good grappler with a BJJ background. Nasty on the ground. Has high-level striking. She's pretty much nasty everywhere. She's just a big prospect. She's going to be good, and she's going to win this fight, okay? I don't know how she'll do it. She might take it the distance. She might get a finish. But I'll say Kline by decision with some good control. And I think the age will the age is gonna get to Hill, and I think this is Kline's fight to win. So I'll go Kline by decision. Next, this is low key it's a close fight, really close. Pat Sabatini versus Chepe Mariscal. So I wanted to pick Mariscal because he's always in banger fights, never boring at all, to be honest. He just walks forward, throws down, and he's an absolute dog. I can't lie. But Pat Sabatini is a very high, fast-paced submission grappler. Super dangerous BJJ. Has the wrestling to go with it, and he's a super tough wrestler. I think if Sabatini gets us to the ground, it's over for Mariscal. Um, it's tough to say though. Like the odds are really close on this fight. I want to take Chepe because he's got good underdog value. He could find the knockout. I just think Sabatini's gonna find the takedowns, find ways to pressure him on the ground, and he could get the submission, but it could go decision. I'll take him by decision, but watch for the late submission. He could do it. Okay. But yeah, Mariscal got good value here. I don't know. I wouldn't put money on this fight, but if I did, I'd go over on the rounds probably. But I don't know. It's tough to say. Last fight on the early prelims. We got Kyle Daukaus versus GM3. GM3 is a one-dimensional submission artist, okay? He's got the great submission, and that's about it, okay? No defense on the feet. He's got a bad gas tank, and he's old as hell, and he's fought 57 times. 57 fights in his career. If he loses this fight, I think it's over for him, and I think he's going to lose this fight. Kyle Daukaus, great submission artist as well, has good power, good grappling, and he has knockout power. I think Daukaus is just better in this fight. He's got the height, he's got he's got pretty much everything. He's younger, he looks better. He came off a good knockout after being an underdog last time. I'm gonna take Daukaus to probably find a knockout. GM3 just is not good, and I think that once Daukaus finds the finish, I think that GM3's career is gonna be over after this fight. And I think he will retire. So I'll take a Daukaus round 2 knockout. That's my prediction. All right, banger on the first fight of the prelims. Malcolm Wellmaker, Cody Haddon. Wellmaker, he's got that right hook, man. Right hook, baby. Right hook, right hook, right hook. You want to get caught and go to sleep? You walk into Wellmaker's right hook, it's over. Okay. He's just a good KO puncher on the feet. Does a good job at setting up the right hook with good feints and low kicks. And I don't know, we haven't seen him fight the craziest people yet, but he looks good. He looks like a good prospect. Cody Haddon though, he can't go under the radar this fight. Okay. He walks forward. He rips combinations against the cage. He looks like a Diaz. Okay. Very exciting striker who always ends up in bangers. This could be a banger. And we've never seen Wellmaker get out of the first round in the UFC. And in the UFC, I think that could be interesting for Wellmaker. Especially if Haddon gets him to the ground. Because he's not horrible on the ground either. He can take down and he can hold you there. But this more than likely should be on the feet. If I was Haddon though, I would try and take it to the ground because you don't want to walk into that right hook. But I'm just going to have to go with Wellmaker knockout in the first round, okay? He's looked good. He's training hard, I bet. And he's just going to keep it going. I got Wellmaker knockout round 1. Okay? He just looks like a beast, man. He's a beast. Another good fight, man. These prelims are good. Like, really good. For a women's fight, might be a little boring, but it's a good fight, honestly. Good matchup. We got Erin Blanchfield, Tracy Cortez, okay? This fight is interesting because Blanchfield is a very high volume striker on the feet, but is quite reckless. Got good grappling, easily gets the fight down, and has some of the best submission in the game. Cortez is a control wrestler. She's really good at taking the fight down and keeping it there. So this is going to be a fight on the ground, more than likely, okay? She's got decent volume strikes on the feet and on the ground, but I don't know in this fight. Blanchfield, I think, is just going to be able to hold her there. I think in Cortez's last fight, she did not impress me that much. I think that Blanchfield is better, and I think Blanchfield will win. Whether that is the decision or a submission, I think it'll be a decision. Cortez might steal a round, but I think Blanchfield will get this one done. Okay? So I'll go Blanchfield by decision. Yeah. It'll be a good fight, hopefully. Might just be a lot of ground game, but on the feet, it'll be interesting. So I'll take Blanchfield by decision. Alright. RoboCop versus Roman Kopylov. Okay, so Roman has really good striking, especially with his kicks. Has really good balance of being technical, whilst also being dangerous. But he doesn't do well with pressure. And we saw that in his last fight against, I'm pretty sure, Paulo Costa. Costa was the underdog, and I knew he was going to win, and he won. And he did it easily. He did good. Very good fight by Costa in that fight. This fight, I don't know. Because RoboCop is massive. He's just a big middleweight. Probably the most powerful in the division, too. He walks forward, throws down with nasty punch power, and he's got some good ground game, honestly. It will be just a striking battle, though. I think this will be an absolute war, and I think RoboCop will find the knockout. Kopylov just doesn't do great with the pressure, and I think RoboCop walking forward, throwing down, will be something crazy. We saw what RoboCop did to who was that last fight? That was crazy. Jack Hermanson. That was insane. He put him out cold. I don't know if he'll do that to Roman, but I think he's gonna find a knockout later in this fight. Second or third round, I'll take. Okay. So RoboCop, I got him. And then last fight on the prelims. Bo Nickal, Rodolfo Vieira. Bo Nickal, man, he's just so interesting. Because he just lost to Reynard Ritter, who just looked terrible. But Nickal is a very elite wrestler. Okay, his submission game might not be the best, but it's decent enough to get it. He's got weak striking, inability to take a shot, and might not be built for MMA. Okay, he might be built for wrestling, and he is a very good wrestler. Rodolfo, on the other hand, he's a submission specialist with a big BJJ background, but he has poor wrestling. His stand up is improving, but still not great. Both these guys stand up aren't great. Okay. Not much power to Nickal. A little bit more out of Rodolfo, but it's just gonna be another ground game. And I think Nickal will actually be able to dominate the ground this time. He's fighting another guy who likes to go to the ground, but Nickal's got the wrestling for this fight, I think. And I think Nickal finds himself a decision win. I don't think he'll find that submission. He might, but I doubt it. But I'll go Nickal by submission. He'll redeem himself, hopefully. Alrighty. We're on to the main card. And I just want to say, this is beautiful. That's all I'm going to say. This main card is beautiful. Beneil Dariush, Benoit Saint-Denis. I'll tell you this. Next 3 fights, I've gone back and forth on for a long time now. So don't hate me if I don't pick who you want to win. I'm just picking based on what I think. Dariush, predominantly a BJJ grappler, okay? Has great anti-grappling, and he's got a submission game. Decent stand-up, but his chin is awful. We've seen that. Get knocked out right away a couple times. And he's fought Armin and Oliveira, were his last 2 losses, I think. And he did get knocked down by Moicano. But Moicano also destroyed BSD. So it's tough to say what BSD we're getting. The one that just fought Rufy or a past BSD, you know what I mean? But BSD is dangerous everywhere the fight goes. He's got good ground game, good wrestling that mixes with the submission threat, but his cardio is questionable, okay? He walks forward and he throws down. He puts the pressure on. Dariush doesn't do well with pressure. I just don't know if... I'm not going to say BSD doesn't have the power to knock out Dariush. I just think Dariush, in my mind, Dariush is a better fighter. I might be eating my words up after this, I can't lie. I'm going to go Dariush, man. I just think if it's on the ground, Dariush is going to control it. And I don't think that Dariush should be just looked upon. Like, he's still a very good fighter. I don't know. He's fought his last 2 losses were 2 very insane opponents. I think that I'm gonna go Dariush. Probably to get a decision win. He might get the submission, but BSD. If he does it, he's gonna do it early knockout. If he can't do it early knockout, it's not going to happen. I think. I'm gonna take. Like, fuck it. Give me Dariush. Dariush by a third round submission. Fuck it. Give it to me. Come on, Dariush. I like it. But see what I mean? I've gone back and forth. Like, I could see BSD knocking him out, but I just think Dariush is good enough to take it to the ground, find the control, and win the fight. this one's fucked. Leon Edwards, Carlos Prates. Leon Edwards, very, very technical fighter. He's got good kicks. Slowly picks people apart on the feet until he gets his decision win. Doesn't find the knockout too often. He did it against Kamaru. But really, he doesn't knock many guys out. You can look here. He takes it to decision. Constantly fed grapplers, and now he's fed a striker, and I'm intrigued to see what happens. I can't lie, when this first got announced, I've been going, Edwards is going to win, I think. Edwards is going to win, I think. Edwards is going to win, I think. Edwards just got dominated by Brady. But he's a wrestler. You know what I mean? It's tougher to say. Prates, though, is a hard hitter at 170. Probably the hardest hitter. He has, like, a touch of death where if you get hit by him, it's over. He's a long kickboxer who does great at mixing up his strikes, and he's got devastating power when he lands flush. In that Ian Gary fight, Prates did struggle a little bit with how big and long Ian Gary was. Ian Gary won that fight, but Prates almost finished him. I don't really know what I want to do here. I'll be honest. I think Leon's training well. I think Leon will make this a fun fight. And I want to pick Leon Edwards super badly. With all that's been happening to the fighting nerds, it's been going downhill, but Prates seems the one that keeps them moving. And I think, am I switching my pick? I had Edwards, but I think I'm going to switch to Prates. I'm going to say Prates gets the knockout. Sucks to say, but Prates is so good. I think he's going to find it. You'll find a finish in the second round, probably knockout. Yeah. Edwards just has not looked good recently. He might shut me up. Maybe I should have picked him. I don't know. But I'm going to pick Prates. Prates is also like swaggy guy. I like him. Another fight I've been iffy about. Haha, Sean Brady, Michael Morales. Brady is just a juggernaut on the ground. His grappling is nuts. He's probably the best grappler at welterweight. He's got big submission threat, ground and pound. He's got decent pressure boxing. Morales, he's just dangerous on the feet. He's a big welterweight. He's got freakish power, super athletic. He's got really good kickboxing with a solid basic grappling, and he's quite reckless. And I think in this fight, I might just be taking bias here. I've thought Brady is so good, bro. Like, Brady might not lose this fight. That's what I was thinking myself. Like, Brady might just dominate him on the ground. But I don't know why. I just have a feeling that Michael Morales is going to find a knockout. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just like Michael Morales as a fighter too, but I don't know why. Michael Morales he's a dog, bro. His striking's good, and I think he might win this fight. How confident am I? Not confident at all. But I would say that Morales has very good underdog value here, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'll get Morales knocking him out in the third round. If not, Morales could pull off a decision. Maybe. We'll see. Brady is very good, though. I would not be surprised if Brady wins this fight. Okay? At all. But I just feel like Morales can do it. I got Morales knocking him out. Alright. Women's flyweight title bout. We got Valentina Shevchenko and Zhang Weili. Zhang moving up to flyweight. Shevchenko used to be a kickboxing phenom and has transitioned to a wrestler now. Very well rounded. Starting to slow down a bit though. Okay? But beating Manon Fiorot is hard. And she did it. Okay? Weili though, in my mind, is the best women's fighter, okay? She's got elite wrestling, always ends up dominating everyone on the ground, eating up their words, heavy handed on the feet, super well rounded. I remember when she just fought what's her name? Tatiana Suarez. My buddy was like, bro, Tatiana's got this, bro. Olympic gold medalist. Zhang does not have a chance. And I told him, Zhang Weili is insane. She is nuts. And I think this is going to be a good fight. Valentina is going to be a little bit bigger than her. Might be tough for Zhang on the ground. But I mean, I just can't go against Zhang. She's in her peak form. Valentina's getting a little older. I just see Zhang coming in here and finding a decision win. I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy fight, I think. I'm going Zhang. I can't go against my gut here. I've picked Zhang the whole time. I'm going Zhang. Zhang Weili, I got you by decision, but who knows? Another close fight could go either way. Give me Zhang though. And the main event. JDM versus Islam. JDM's like the best boxer at 170. He's got nasty hands, crazy combos, very good at staying volume heavy on the feet whilst defending takedowns. Okay. Got good takedown defense, and he's been training with Craig Jones, okay? So the takedown defense and the wrestling will be there in this fight. I guarantee you it. And I think it's gonna force Islam to stay on the feet, to be honest. But Islam's the best grappler in the UFC. Phenomenal wrestler, matched with elite submission ability, super dangerous on the ground, has really good base of kickboxing, mixes in the takedowns very well, and I don't really know what's gonna happen. Like, I've also went back and forth on this. I said JDM at the start, like he might do it. Good underdog, really to pick. He's big welterweight, got a lot of power, could find the knockout. Okay, we've seen Islam get knocked out before in the UFC. He's a lot better now, but we've seen it. Islam's very smart though, and he'll know how to adjust to JDM's difficulties on him. And I think I'm gonna go Islam. Okay, Islam's just so good that I could see Islam finding that submission in like the third or fourth round, probably a Dars. Okay, I think Islam is just good enough where he'll be able to do it to JDM. It will be a close fight, but I got Islam getting the sub. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a crazy card. Honestly, it's gonna be nuts. Would not be surprised if I'm very wrong on this card, but yeah. I think though, to be honest, almost all my prelim picks are gonna be right. The only one I'm worried about is this one, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'll go through a recap of who I picked again, and my best, uh, my locks and my dogs of the card. So I went Camilo by a decision. Could find the knockout. Susurkaev's getting the knockout in round one. Kline will probably take it to a decision. Sabatini will probably take it to a decision. Daukaus will probably find the knockout. Wellmaker knockout. Blanchfield decision. Robocop knockout. Nickal decision. Dariush submission. Prates knockout. Morales knockout. Zhang decision. Islam sub. Locks of the card. Um, there's not many. It's a very close card. I would say Kyle Daukaus is a lock in my mind. I just think GM3 is just not gonna be able to do it. Susurkaev is a lock in my mind, and Fatima Kline are locks. Okay. Best dog value you can find. Mariscal is good dog value. I can't lie to you. Very good dog value. Haddon could be good dog value, but I think that Wellmaker is gonna win, so I don't know about that one. You never know about Roman. He could find a finish. But I like Robocop in this fight. I like Dariush dog value. I like Edwards dog value. I like Morales dog value. I like Zhang dog value. I like JDM dog. All of these dog value, like There's so much good dog value on this card. It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. The whole main card could be dog value, like crazy. If you bet every dog to win, I bet you win a lot of money. But yeah, those are my predictions. I'm excited for this weekend. Can't wait to watch. Hopefully everything goes well. All the weigh-ins go well. We don't get any fights canceled. But yeah, hope you have fun watching. I'll be back for the next UFC, which is, I don't even know what it is, but I'll be here for it. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.